on the serving plate that was ceramically printed here, the cake itself that was created in traditional craftsmanship, and then the top sugar that was 3D printed. So it's a real celebration of the art, the culinary art, and I couldn't think of a more fitting partner to do it with than Culinary Institute.
Well, we felt the same way about you guys, you know that. And, I mean, already today, this is something that using traditional techniques would have been near impossible to build. So it's exciting. We're going to spend a lot of time working with this technology, working together to come up with even more exciting innovations in the future. Some people have asked us, a lot of people have asked us why we chose to do something, a cake that looks like a beetle. So maybe we'll spend a few minutes talking about that and explain the rationale there.
Why did you do this?
Well, our team came up with the idea. It wasn't us, but at least we can explain it. First of all, we wanted something that would be compelling. Something that would be a different idea, something that would demonstrate the technology. To be a very unique and complicated shape. And the beetle does that. But also it would show innovative design. So it's kind of stylized to look like the architecture of the Parisian subway. And then the other reason why we did it was there's been a lot of talk in the past couple of years about whether a future source of protein is going to be insects and beetles in particular. The UN came out with a statement about that, kind of encouraging the exploration of insect eating and beetles in particular as an alternative source of protein. And there are no beetles in this cake or in this thing, but we kind of wanted to riff on that idea a little bit. And so it's fun. It's fun.
Well, hopefully it doesn't sting. Dr. Ryan, talk a little bit about how you plan to use our printers as part of the college, as part of the curriculum. Tell us what you're going to do with it.
So, we are going to open a Center for 3D Printing and Culinary Innovation that will focus on this technology integrated into our curriculum. The CIA, as you may or may not know, is the world's leader in culinary arts education. Our main campus is in Hyde Park. 3,000 full-time degree-seeking students there, 180 faculty members. And so this is going to be an integral part of the campus and of the curriculum. We're going to turn loose all these creative culinary minds on utilizing this technology. And we know for a fact that interesting and good things are going to come out.
Yeah, and we're already envisioning, we talked about not just new degrees of freedom in culinary arts, but also in all of the adjacencies like utensils, serving plates and dishes, new tools, molds, patterns, the ability really to extend the capabilities of chefs and culinary artists and bakers to really unleash their creativity, and if they can think it, if they can bring it, now it can be done.
Absolutely. And so, as you may be aware, some of the top chefs in the world right now have been experimenting with developing utensils, developing metal, serveware, their own different ceramic kinds, and so on. But that requires them to work with separate designers, separate producers, and so on. And this is your term, it democratizes the whole process. Where if you can conceive it, you can design it and then print it out in your restaurant or capability. It's going to be revolutionary.
Another area that really interests me, and we can begin to see the genesis of it in some of our confection and sugar printing, where today we can embed flavor and color at the pixel level. Can you imagine what would happen when we can do that with flavor and nutrition?
Absolutely. I mean, where we can take this in the future is going to be extraordinary. The flavor profiles, the complications that will be interested in is just, well, where is this going to go? And frankly, we don't. I mean, we can think in general terms, but we don't know. And just a parallel that everybody knows, if you look at the Wright brothers and their first flight, it was less than 1 minute in duration and traveled less than the length of a football field. And if you ask the Wright brothers at that time, I'm not saying that we're the Wright brothers, by the way, we're
All of us are Capricorns.
That's right, we are both Capricorns. And today's Avi's birthday. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday.
Avi, by the way.
It's my birthday cake.
The world's coolest birthday cake,
You
by
bet.
the way.
You bet.
But, if you think about that, people said to the Wright brothers, well, talk about what you see in the future for airplanes. Could they have predicted what we have today in terms of air travel? Chances are not.
Not so much.
So part of our collaboration is to start to experiment to determine what that future is.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to get going.
Absolutely. Me too. Anybody have any questions?
Questions?